Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we got the first look at cover 170 for The Walking Dead comic. So let's talk about The Walking Dead comic issue 170 cover reveal. And I'm kind of looking at this for the very first time just as I'm speaking with you guys. I'm really excited about this cover, and I wanted to do this video immediately. Just record my first thoughts, get it up, and see what you guys think, because this is something that we have been talking about on this channel for a very long time. It's been at least over 5 months. The idea came with so many fans asking, what next? What is coming after the Whisperer War? What could Kirkman be cooking up? And for a long time, I have been standing firm with the opinion that you need to explore. They have done so much story when they got to Alexandria, where you had them getting used to the life at Alexandria after being on the road and dealing with the governor, dealing with the hunters, dealing with each other, the journey, the lies, the bullshit. They got through all that, and then they had to get used to normal life, a sense of normalcy inside Alexandria, and then the zombies came again, and we got No Way Out. After that, we had, all the stuff in between, and then we had the savior situation with Negan, them being under his rule, and then they went to war, and then there was a time skip. So there's all this stuff going on at Alexandria, but after the second war with the Whispers, or the first war with Negan, second war with the Whispers, what could they do to refresh this story? And I think this is perfect. This has been something that I've been I can't wait to get to this part of the story where they go and explore. Now, if this is what we're getting from the cover, if this is something small and it's not what we think, oh, okay, call me dumb, call me crazy, getting excited for nothing. But on the cover, that is Siddiq there all the way to the left. I think that's supposed to be Eugene. I don't see it, but you got Eugene and then Magna, I'm guessing, and then Michonne next to her. And the only two people I'm confident about are Siddiq and Michonne. Magna, maybe I'm missing it. I'm pretty sure that's Magna. Maggie has short hair. She wouldn't leave her kid, I don't think, to go on an expedition like this. And the reason I say Eugene is because if you look down on the Walking Dead website where they first show the cover off, they say story Robert Kirkman, and then it says August 2nd, 32 pages, which 22 pages is always story, then 10 pages on letter hacks and ads. And it's in black and white, it's a mature, and it's $2.99, and it says, on the road, Eugene's journey begins on a hopeful note, but he could be leading his friends to a slaughter. Now, this is where I'm getting the idea that that is Eugene, but it doesn't matter, because they could pick a different group of people going. I will say I'm kind of surprised by the 4. I'm really hoping that it's more than 4, and for whatever reason, maybe they want to keep things under wraps or a secret or something, or leave some surprises. I'm really hoping there's more, or a couple different characters. It's nice to shine light on characters like Magna, but I was really hoping we would get a character going along like Carl or Negan, or Jesus. I mean, somebody else that we are real close to, but more characters as well, not just these 4. As well as exploring, I definitely want to see the visuals. I want to see Charlie Adler's artwork, and I want to see what the world looks like now after so many years have passed. I want to see if they'll run into different people along the way. Is it rough out there? Are there a lot of walkers? Does it seem barren? Have the walkers kind of herded up so much where there's not a lot of stragglers? But the visuals alone are something I'm very excited for. I love cities that are overgrown, like the atmospheric vibe you get from The Last of Us, that type of stuff. So I can't wait for that. But also on top of that, where are they going? Now, they are either going out on some type of mission that relates to the story where they're at now, like maybe they're searching for the last surviving members of the Whispers so they can end them once and for all. Or, and I personally think this is the better option at this time, a lot of the army is back home rebuilding, and they're securing the place, and they sent out a small group. I'm hoping it's secretly or they're keeping it off the cover, but I'm really hoping we're going to get like a Carl or a Negan or something like that, some other major character like Jesus, for example. And there's a bunch of different ones. I'm just picking a few just to give you as an example, but I think they are going out and they're exploring, looking for the Ohio group. Maybe they brought it up in conversation with the Ohio group and they said, we are going to start heading out. We don't need to come to your camp. We're only sending, and this is another reason why they might only be sending 4 people. We are only sending 4 of our guys, and we will meet you at a certain destination, a certain location that is away from your community, so you can get to know us, come see us, come see that we are telling the truth and we are honest, and then maybe the Ohio group can take them in and show them what is going on. Now, why I feel like this is very important in the world of The Walking Dead is because now Kirkman can do pretty much anything he wants. If he feels like writing about something interesting happening at Alexandria, he can show that. If he wants to showcase these people out on the open road and discovering what's out there, he can tell that part of the story. And then when he wants to tell a little bit of each, he can show a little bit of each. So this is nice from a writer's standpoint as well, because he's not going to be bored and forced into following this one part of the story. Sometimes that happens with writing where it's like, okay, I just want to get over this part so then I can get on to this really interesting part. So now he can kind of, it's a little more flexible creatively, storytelling wise, because you can focus on just this group, just that group, a little bit of each. And to add on top of that, at Alexandria, they're also going to be recovering. They're going to be recovering and rebuilding the hilltop, or from what it seems, that's what they're going to be doing. But they're also going to be sending out, or at least I think they would send out scouts to maybe track down the Whisperers. So we have the rebuilding and restructuring of the communities back at Alexandria and the Hilltop. We have what's going on with the Saviors, maybe installing a new leader. We're setting up a new trade, a new, let's say, a treaty. And they're also going to be going out looking for the Whisperers. There could be other parts of the storyline that we haven't seen yet. Maybe there's something going on with Dwight and Rick that they're going to showcase then. And on top of that, we have this group going out looking for the Ohio group, which is what I think they're doing. So there's a lot you can do. I don't want to go into specifics because a lot of what they're going to show us about Alexandria, it really matters on what we get next. What happens with Dwight and Negan, and what happens with Negan and the Saviors, and what happens with the Saviors and the Survivors. A lot of that will dictate where our predictions go for the coming story with Alexandria and the communities. As far as the open road, I really hope this isn't a bad guy they're heading to. I hope this is a good community and we can start building a even larger world in The Walking Dead, and maybe this other big community will lead to some, and I don't want to say like the big bad, but a bad situation, a interesting situation. We don't need another villain to pop up. It can be natural. It can be a natural disaster that we are fighting against, whether it's storms or floods or whatever. There can also be interesting parts in the story where the Ohio group needs to know and see for themselves with action, not words, that this group is willing to help. So the group in a number of different ways, whether it's fighting walkers and maybe saving somebody from the Ohio group, or maybe it's actually going out on a run and helping the Ohio group to take care of something. And again, I'm staying pretty general because it all depends on, is Kirkman going to focus more on the walkers, like, okay, clear the walkers, do this, do that, or is he going to focus on something like, we need to go and, you know, unblock this roadway so we can make a passage because we're clearing something, or we're making a dam for fresh water. Is he going to go that direction with the story? It all matters where or what is happening at the Ohio group, and you know, what's going on there is going to really push the story into a new direction, I feel. And I feel like the Ohio group is set up for something big, and that is something that's really exciting for me personally. Anyway, I can ramble on, but we have the new issue coming out in, what, a week? Next Wednesday, I think the new issue drops, or maybe the Wednesday after that. Yeah, I think it's next Wednesday. We have the new issue, then we have another Here's Negan. I think that is dropping soon, the coming Wednesday. So when that happens, we will revisit the World of the Walking Dead, and we'll make a new prediction video. And I should be getting settled into a new place or a new situation. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening with that last minute. That's kind of a big headache, but I will let you guys know what's up with that. Because it's just ridiculous. But when that's all said and done, we will be, settled, and I will be pumping out the regular videos where I can give you a schedule when we're going to be releasing the comic videos. Now, I've been saying for a long time I want to do the consistent comic videos, and I'm getting it so we have the no matter what. Once a week at the very least, we're going to be talking about the TV show, and then I'm trying to set a day in the week, no matter what goes on, we can discuss the World of the Walking Dead in the comic book. So let's say the TV show has every Wednesday, and then the comic will have every, let's say, Thursday or every Tuesday. So I'm going to try to set that up, and that's for the very least. In between those days, I'm also going to be releasing the videos that cover movies, the videos that cover different things, other stuff that I want to do, and also it'll be covering some other Walking Dead topics that don't fall in between those discussion days, you know what I mean? So once I get all settled, we'll be able to do a nice schedule, and we got some interesting stuff coming for June and July especially, so stay tuned. Give me your thoughts and opinions. What do you think of this new cover? I think this could be something huge for the World of the Walking Dead. Again, this is opening up something, possibly something massive for the World of the Walking Dead, and it all depends on what is in Ohio. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.
Subscribe now.